I don't need your grievance, keep it to yourself. It's better for my health, leave it on the shelf. Ain't hearing nothing else. Tonight ain't the night, knowing the price. Pay it off with my life, till it's out with your lights. Do it all for the Christ, and he ain't playing nice. Knew the end from the start. Fix your face like it's art. The sons of a simp, call him Bart. Yeah, you did your best, played your part. But now it's time to cut you to the heart. Flex on occasion. It's the strangest of the salvation. You see it, believe it, amazing. Them terrorists coming invasion since the creation. War of mine, Lord bless the general. Greatest nation, eat them unequivocal. Bombs dropping, buddy, cause it's biblical. Start shit, now it's time to finish you. Whoa. Said he won't vote, he looking for smoke. So, we give him some more. We want the world, we breaking them down. Taking the kingdom, can't wait for the crown. We want the world, we breaking them down. Taking the kingdom, can't wait for the crown. It's the end of the world. Ain't the beginning of ours. It's the end of the world. Ain't the beginning of ours. It's the end of the world. Ain't the beginning of ours. We want the world, we breaking them down. Taking the kingdom, can't wait for the crown. It's the end of the world.
I can't wait for our kingdom to start and for there to be finished. Get rid of all of their idols and lying religions. Look for the crown like an Edris. Hey, this that crown talk. Wisdom of Solomon 5 talk. This that second Edris 6 and 9. We want eyes talk. It's your time to end and my time begin. It's our time to win. Away with the sin. You know what it is. Rejoice with my kin. See that is why we repented. Go to streets, I can see myself in it. The city is bright, the kingdom of light. A wonderful sight past the angels, the inner light. I need 1,000 years of labor. Sit on my throne with my savior. Try to know wine, press alone. He bring pain like major. You think the nations is equal to us? TK Kirkland, who raised you? Flex on occasion, my God a racist. That's why we moving with patience. It's been a long time coming. I spent my whole life running. Now that I'm 10 toes down and established my faith on 100. Woe to the nations, my king will race them. You know they gotta be punished. Jeremiah 25. Yeah, you know they gon' fry. Whoa. Said he won't vote, he looking for smoke. So, we give him some more. We want the world, we breaking them down. Taking the kingdom, can't wait for the crown. We want the world, we breaking them down. Taking the kingdom, can't wait for the crown. It's the end of the world. Ain't the beginning of ours. It's the end of the world. Ain't the beginning of ours. It's the end of the world. Ain't the beginning of ours. We want the world, we breaking them down. Taking the kingdom, can't wait for the crown. It's the end of the world.
Check.
Yes, sir.
There we go. Yeah.
Hey, shalom. Most High Christ bless y'all. Shalom. It's the Nehemiah squad.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, y'all. So, how y'all doing? Most High Christ bless. We gonna reintroduce ourselves. I'm Captain Zakai.
Hey. South Hashem. Judah.
All right. Hey, throw that thumbnail back up there. All right. So, today's show, this one hit close to home. Right. All right. This one is called Evil in Stockton. All right. A birthday party turned to tragedy. All right. And what we're going to do, we're going to start off with a video. But in-house, we have our special guest tonight, Pat Peterson, who is the father of Amari Peterson, the 14-year-old who was killed at that party. So we're going to be speaking with him tonight, but we're going to play this video first, and then we're going to get into it, all right? Play number 5, y'all.
In this video, you can't see what's happening, but you can hear the rapid gunfire ringing out as the shooting began. Take a listen.
The search continues in Stockton for the suspect in a deadly mass shooting at what's being described as a children's birthday party in a banquet hall.
These animals walked in and shot children at a children's birthday party. None of us should stand for that. And so if you know anything about this, you have to come forward and tell us what you know.
This is a law enforcement manhunt is underway to find the person or persons responsible for the 4 killings and additional 11 people injured.
Among the dead are 3 children, ages 8, 9, and 14.
I have an image of my son dying in my head over and over and over and over.
Everybody's getting together around and just start cutting the cake, and all we heard was gunshots. We do not need any more bloodshed in this city.
You are the King of Stockton, God. You are the King of Kings, God.
Yes.
We need you in our streets, God. We pray the blood of Jesus, God, in our streets right now,
blood
God.
of Jesus.
We pray for your healing power.
The whole city, God, and above and beyond that, God, they were affected by the incident that happened last night, God. I pray you encounter the families, God, that you bring healing to the kids, God.
Stockton, it's time that we turn back to Jesus. There's no other answer. No one else could help us.
To be honest with you, I feel like the only solution is going to come from God.
So y'all can drop that. Y'all can drop that. All right, so we want to introduce Pat. Hey, Pat. It's good to have you here. We want to thank you for being gracious with your time coming up. We know it's been a rough time for you. I spoke to you last Thursday. I know you still feeling very raw. Like you said, it felt like it just happened yesterday. How's your family doing right now?
Man, you know, we just taking it day by day, man. Okay, man, these are waters we never, you know what I'm saying, swam in before, so it's just like it's like a movie, man. It's like a nightmare, man. It's like, we just surviving, I guess, from all the prayers and from, all the love from this whole situation. I think that's how, we've been surviving this whole situation, really.
Right. So let's go back, because I know we talked last week, and you were mentioning that, it was a baby's birthday party, really. And it wasn't something that you yourself really planned to go to, and but then the family wound up going. Just kind of take us through that day,
It was like the day after Thanksgiving. I had just, I just came from my mom's house, me and the kids, and my wife. We spent the weekend down there at my mom's, and we had a little Thanksgiving dinner, chilled with a little bit of family at the house, and basically was just lounging around basically the whole weekend. You know what I'm saying? Me and Mari, we was we was playing 2K on the PS5, just chilling. You know what I'm saying? Just being with each other. My mom for the holidays, and my girl had mentioned to me about going to this little party. And, me personally, I didn't want to go. Neither did my son. He wanted to go play basketball. You know what I'm saying? And, my daughter, my youngest daughter, she had just turned 1 a few months back.
Okay. So you got an infant. I didn't even know you had a small infant like that.
Yeah. She was there in the shooting too as well. And, I was carrying her in through the whole little situation, man. It was tough. It was really tough, man. But so some of the people that was at the party, they had came and supported us at my daughter's party. So, we was just, basically,
try to return the favor, so to speak.
Yeah. And I'm not from Stockton. I don't really know too many people in Stockton, and just with all, I'm a family man. I just be chilling, man. I just be trying to get my little money, keep my kids out of trouble, man, and spend some time with my family, and man, and just stay out the way. And my girl, she had already said that basically she had promised him that, we was going to go, whatever, whatnot. And, me, I really just wanted to, chill. And then, I'm like, well, what if I stay and she go and she still go? You know what I'm saying? Type of deal. Right. So I'm just like, you know what? It's a 2-year-old's birthday party.
Right.
What's the worst thing that can happen? You know what I'm saying? Like, exactly. What's really the worst thing that could possibly go wrong at a 2-year-old's birthday party? So, we went, you know what I'm saying? we just went and just, pulling up to the venue was just kind of odd to me, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just like, I done been to Louisiana. I done seen some creepy looking stuff or some odd looking stuff, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, you know what, it's the hood,
Right.
So
you're saying, so when you first got there, you saying you didn't even really like the way the place looked.
Yeah, man. It wasn't no security out there or nothing. It was at a venue, and it was no lights in front of the building, like to where you can like see the front door. You know what I'm saying? People coming in and out, whatever. But you know what I'm saying? It was just, it wasn't the best venue I per se. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, yeah. So we go in there. Just for me, just the experience I had, my whole life, not to be, biased or racist or anything. When I went in there, it was a lot of kids, you know what I'm saying? It was a lot of kids. There was a lot of mothers in there.
Right.
And then it was just a lot of, it was a group of people in there that necessarily you wouldn't think would be in a party, but at the same time, I don't know. They could have been somebody uncle, somebody baby daddy, or something up in there. You know what I'm saying? But the thing that kind of threw me off, it was just too many mixed races in one building. You know what I'm saying? It was like Asians, Mexicans, and black people, which in my house it's the same ordeal. It's Asian and black. My son is biracial. Right. And my son's family, they are, they're a loving family. So if you come to my house, it's gonna be biracial. You know what I'm saying? But for this setting, it was just like kind of odd to me. And me just trying to like not, be on some negative, trying to be positive about the situation. I just kind of like chill. You know what I'm saying? And
But just real quick, you saying, when you saw you felt it was odd because of the differences in the people, feeling what, that maybe it might be a clash.
Yeah,
possibly.
Yeah, like they just didn't feel like they were like on some chill, like it wasn't settled. They like they one person didn't go up and get a plate, like they wasn't really eating. You know what I'm saying? Like some of them probably was eating, and then like, one go outside, the whole group go outside type of deal. Like it was just like they were just moving, and then other people came in, and then they kind of looking at them from the other side of the room. But and everybody in there might not agree with me because you know what I'm saying, I'm going off of what I seen and what I'm watching in there. You know what I'm saying? You got Norteños in here, you got Crips in there, and you know what I'm saying, you got a couple Asians up in there, and I'm just like, man,
Right.
So I'm chilling there with my whole family basically. You know what I'm saying? The only one wasn't there was my eldest son, but basically I'm there with my whole family. You know what I'm saying? And other people that other people was there was their family. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was in there with their family, basically.
Right.
And, you know what I'm saying? When my son, these group of people or whatever, you know what I'm saying, they go outside, you know what I'm saying, come back in, then I see the rapper dude or whatever. And
who's it? What's his name?
I guess his name MBNL or something like that.
Okay,
yeah.
All right.
At first he was in there with a mask on and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? Then I seen him. My son didn't see him, and like, my son, like, cause I used to dibble and dabble with rap music and stuff, you know what I'm saying? I used to do my little rap thing, but you know what I'm saying, like, after I seen like what it was going to and who I was dealing with, being in that industry and stuff, like I had to back away from the table because I know me, and I'm just like, man, I ain't trying to get caught up in no,
That's right.
No drama, because I'm trying to raise my kids, man. Like, I can't, how I'm going to do that when I'm going to be worried about all this and what comes with this.
Absolutely.
Fortunately, my son is, he was 14, and you know what I'm saying? he liked to listen to rap music. You know what I'm saying? It just so happened he happens to be half Asian, so he actually listens to this rapper.
So this guy here, this rapper, he's Asian or he's half Asian?
I really don't know. I really
Okay.
don't know too much about him. I know my son is half Asian.
Right.
So
right.
you know what I'm saying? I'm saying that's why my son would, because me personally, I don't see why my son would be interested in but you know, he got cousins, and
of course,
you know what I'm saying, you know, they listen to what they listen to, you know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, I don't see why he was so interested in meeting this person.
Right.
But you know, my son, you know, he was like a young jock, you know what I'm saying? He got straight A student, you know what I'm saying? Play basketball, play football, so he's already well known.
Okay.
You know what I'm
All
saying?
right, so your son was well known throughout the community as being that kid, that good athlete.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, most definitely. Like he was well known in the community. You know what I'm saying, by all different ages of people, groups of people. Like, you know, I know a lot of people through my kids, through my son. Like I met a lot of people, a lot of contacts. I know Rich through my son. You know what I'm saying? Our sons was best friends, you know, at one point in time, you know what I'm saying? So I just got a lot of my blessings through my kids. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, and me, you know, I was born in, you know, 89. So I grew up in the 90s, you know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty much gamed up like how you are, you know what I'm saying? Like with the whole, you know, street protocol and all that, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's a new era, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, at this point in time, you know, my son, he probably, you know, with the Instagram and all that, and you know, he probably feel like, and I don't think it was more or less he was like on some like this the rapper. It was just more like he see how rappers and athletes interact with each other in the world already.
That's right.
And how I gamed him up, he looking at him like, I'm young, but I'm up here with y'all. Like you know what I'm saying? Like he's confident to feel like, yeah, I'm gonna be somebody one day, so that's why I'm brushing shoulders with people that's known type of deal.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He ain't never been on no thuggery or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? And if he did, he 14. He a young man. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But he just looking at he looking at the rapper as, okay, this man has a certain particular status. He's looking, and I want to achieve a status regardless of wherever I'm going to achieve the status. Whether he going corporate, whether he going athlete, he gonna get somewhere. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying right there, man. And so he so after I don't know, man, they went outside, they came back in, me and my son, we sitting down eating it or whatever, and then somebody came up to my son and asked if they wanted to meet him. Man. And it's crazy because he probably wasn't from where I'm sitting at, right to that door. That's how far. And he probably wasn't even that far. That's how far he was to go meet this person. And you know what I'm saying? Just like a blink of an eye, man. I'm just sitting there chilling, man, just, you know. And then I just hear, you know, pop, pop, pop. And then I'm just like, I got my back towards the door because unfortunately, you know what I'm saying, we was at the closest table to the door, you know what I'm saying? So I heard the gunshots, coming through the actual pull-up door.
Right.
So when the gunshots started going off, I was such in shock that I'm like, excuse my language, but I'm like, I know these niggas ain't shooting.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like sitting up there thinking I had to stop, like, pop, pop, pop. And I'm like, wait, hold on. They really shooting?
Right. And they were shooting through that pull down.
Yeah,
door.
the pull down door. And you know what's crazy, that pull down door was up when we first pulled up. It was up.
Mm-hmm.
So if somebody did come shooting beforehand,
right,
you know, it would have been worse. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, they would have. Oh man.
Yeah, so, you know, the bullets started coming in, and at this point, you know, my girl, she's sitting on, luckily, thank God that my girl moved on the other side of the wall where the bullets started coming in, and then my other two kids, my daughter and my younger son, was sitting at the table where I was at, And then my son was over there talking to old boy. So, and then my youngest daughter was being held by the birthday girl's mother's little sister.
Okay.
And she was like to the left of me, but it ain't nothing over here but a wall. You know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of like, so that's going off like bop, 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 bop. And I'm like I'm looking at the room. Then I start seeing like, when bullets hit something like, the drywall started coming off, you know what I'm saying? And the balloons start popping or whatever. And, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, damn, man, all this is in a split second though. So I look forward towards my son, because when he went over there, it was at least about 9 to 10. It was about like 7, 8, 9 people over there. You know what I'm saying? But mind you, though, like, we in a room full of people, and I'm watching everybody, and we at a 2-year-old kid's party, so I'm not thinking that, my son, he's a young man. He's growing to be a young man. I can't have him like, oh, don't go over there, son. Don't be, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to learn how to walk in a room with lions, what I'm saying? Being a man, it's going to be, you never know what you're going to go through as a man. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So I'm not trying to really like hinder my son from being a man or experiencing things.
Right.
So I'm like, he ain't going nowhere, but right there, I'm watching him.
Right.
So I let him go over there. But so when the bullets start, going off, I look up, and it's just a blur. It's just people just running. It's just people everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then I look to the left. I look to my left. I see my daughter with old girl. So I'm like, she's standing there, and I'm like, they shooting, run.
Right.
So I turn back around, and it's still like, everything's blurry. My other at this point, my other 2 kids, they didn't already took off running.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't even see them, and then I couldn't even see my girl, because at this point, it's like everybody just going crazy now.
Right.
So then when I turn, I look at her, I'm just like, they shoot and run. So as I'm like gonna go, I'm like I don't know what I'm gonna try to do, but I'm like, dang, I gotta get to one of my kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when I turned back to see where Mari and my other kids were, I just kept hearing more bullets. Pop, 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 pop. So then I'm like, oh man. So then I turned back to see if old girl didn't, try to get up out the way. I don't know if this mic's still on, but
no, you good.
It's on. We can hear you.
Okay. So old girl, she tried to take off, then she trip and fall with my daughter, and hit, and it was like this little, I don't know, it was like a lunch table, window right there, and she fell, and she had her head and my daughter's head against the wall. So my whole thing was I couldn't see my son, but I turned back and looked, and I seen my daughter clearly.
Right.
So something was telling me grab the baby, because that's the only thing I could manage to do at that point. So I grab my daughter, I take off running, and I jump over the window counter, and I fall on the ground. But when I'm jumping over the counter, I'm looking, and it's a window right there. So I land on the ground, you know what I'm saying? And I was just going to leave my daughter right there and hop back over and try to, see where
your son and
see my
the rest
son.
of the family, yeah.
So as soon as I hit the ground, I see the window. I'm like, damn, is that door open? It's like, because it was like a window door. Yeah. I'm like, is that door open? Is somebody finna start shooting from here? But this is all in split second. I'm thinking all this in real time, oh man. Yeah. So when I turn around, I look, I see my son on the floor, like trying to crawl. But I see these niggas skirting off, hitting the corner, boop, boop, boop.
Right.
And then it's still people it's still babies and everybody on the far side of the room. But my son is in the middle of the room by himself, and it was like 10 niggas right there.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, damn, did y'all grab my son and put him in front of y'all or something?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm seeing him crawling, but I got my baby. So I'm just like, damn, and the bullet's still coming. So I'm just like, excuse my language, but
go ahead.
So I hop over the counter. I got my daughter, and he trying to crawl, and I pull him back over, and I'm looking, and then
take your time, bro.
Yeah. Take your time. So Amari, at this point, he was crawling to you. So at this point, he was hit already, and he's crawling.
Yeah, he was already hit. But see, he wasn't I didn't see any blood. Right. So I'm like, son, I'm like, you all right? I'm like, Mari, you all right? And he's just not talking. He's just like, and I'm just like, what the fuck? So then I flip him over, and I got my daughter, and they still shooting. Right. So I'm like, I'm trying to grab him, and I'm like, look, and he got a bullet hole right in his heart, man.
Damn.
All right.
So then I'm like, what do I do? You know what I'm saying? I'm screaming. I'm like, man, call 911. I see my girl on the side of the room. She panicked. She just straight panicked. Like, she can't move or do nothing. She just screaming. Like, you know, everybody in there screaming, kids, and then, you know, they still shooting and people going back and forth. And then, you know, I just grab him. You know, I tried to like carry him and pull him over to closer to his mom. And when I got him closer to his mom, you know, I tried to get on the phone, and she was just still stuck, and she was kind of still far away from me. And I was like, man, you can't like you gotta snap out of it. We in the middle of some shit right now. You gotta wake your game up. And yeah, man.
Yeah. Take your time, bro. Yeah, this is,
you know, so
yeah.
You know, so I got the baby over to her, and it was like give him CPR, and I'm trying to I'm trying to give him. They like put pressure on the wound, and some lady came and was like helping me, and then she gave me like she came with like an ankle wrap or something. She was like put pressure on it, and then so we trying to put pressure on it. She pumping on him, trying to put pressure on it, and I'm giving him mouth to mouth, and like you know what I'm saying, and you know, that's probably when he really passed away. But you know what I'm saying, we just kept trying though.
So he didn't even there was no time for an ambulance to come or nothing. He had already passed away before authorities came, paramedics, everything like that.
That's basically what I was told by the coroner. But you know what I'm saying, like at the time I couldn't tell what was going on.
Right.
So like, cause he was just there, just like he was still, he was still warm. He wasn't like, you know what I'm saying, he was just kind of like out of it, like you know what I'm saying. And then I'm like trying to talk to him, and he didn't say nothing to me. He wasn't saying like, Dad, I don't want to die or nothing like that. He was just quiet the whole time, and he was just like open his eyes trying to breathe. So I'm just like, I'm praying to God that, you know what I'm saying, that he's still like, at least is he fighting? Is it like, I don't know, man. And then the police, when we finally got the police on the phone, I don't know what happened. Somebody probably did something to throw the police off with the locations because they took super long. I don't know what happened, man, because it was another call. From what I'm hearing, it was another call at the same time, but they took hella long, man.
Yeah.
For that street to be that place to be on a busy street like that, and for the amount of time they took at least about 30 minutes to get over there.
Wow.
Hey, man, I don't
Wow.
Listen, we don't like to speak disparagingly about the police and things like that, because we know they got their job to do.
Right.
But a lot of times they wait till it's over before they get there.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's just what it is.
Yeah. And that's what it seemed like to me, what they was doing. You know what I'm saying? Because when they came in, basically, long story short, I had to run outside myself and go grab snatch a paramedic by his collar and drag him into the building to help get my son, because they came in barging. So all the kids ran out the back door. The police come in. They run through the back door too with the guns. I'm like, man, where y'all going? Them kids out there. Like, my son is right here dying. Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all need to come over here and help him. Right. You know what I'm saying? And it was a bunch of confusion. And then they was like, then they told me to back up and let them do their work. So then I'm like, damn, like man, y'all, shit, like, yo, how much longer y'all gonna take? You know what I'm saying? Then they pulled out this machine. And then they got to trying to, then I just looked. I said, nah, this ain't gonna work. So I ran outside, grabbed a paramedic. He come in, he looked down at my son and was like, oh, we got to get him out of here. We got to get him on a gurney. I'm like, oh, so now we got to pick him up and take him all the way back outside and put him on a gurney.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Why he ain't coming? They should be ready to move people. That's the whole point. They know people is in there laying down. They know that.
Yeah, man. And so they picked him up, took him outside, put him on a gurney. Well, actually, they put him on the floor first and then try to do the machine still. I don't know why they did that, knowing that he had to be on the gurney in the first place. Right. And then, we finally got him on the gurney, and then, instead of letting me ride in the back with them, they put me in the front seat, and it just didn't seem like it was over. It was over for them. But, the cold part, you know what I'm saying, we sat at the the hospital for, I don't know, situation happened at 5-6 o'clock, and then they didn't tell me my son died until 2 a.m. And then they kept his jeans, you know what I'm saying, like they wasn't communicating with us, You know what I'm saying? It was about at least like 70 people in the hospital all night. You know what, man? It was like a real like a movie,
right.
like a real nightmare, like a real movie, like, you know what I'm saying? And you know, I always thought I was just a regular dude that just loved his kids and just wanted his kids to be better than, you know, better than myself. But it just seemed like, I don't know. I don't know what's going on in my life, but it ain't the same no more, and it never will be the same. And no amount of money, I mean, all this, you know, I appreciate the love and everything, but my life ain't gonna never be the same. They took away my ace boom goon. You know what I'm saying? Man,
it's
like
it's
like every day I'm in like a it's kind of like and this may be weird to put it in this analogy or something like that, but it's like I'm in a mental prison. It's like, you know how when you be in jail and you wake up and you like, damn, I'm in jail.
Yeah,
right.
You can't
have
get out.
dreams of being out, and then you wake up behind a wall. Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, and it feel like that's how I feel with my son. Like my son dead, and it be like a nightmare all day, and then I go to sleep for how many hours, and then I wake up, and then the nightmare start again. So I can sleep. That's the only time it's not really on my mind, because you know what I'm saying, I'm asleep.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying, and I've been praying and asking my son to come, you know, see me, because, you know, everybody got some type of dream. Oh, yeah, my uncle came and see me when I was in. You know, everybody got these stories about, you know, these miracles and, you know, somebody that they love to come see him. I'm still waiting on my son to come see me. So, I don't know. I'm probably not ready for it. I don't know. I don't know, man. But I know this situation has really scarred me for life. I don't really understand, like, you know, where they do that at. Like, y'all go shoot up kids' parties and with babies in it and everything, and then you know, whatever the case, whatever is going on out here, because you know, the situation is all on social media. It's not like it's a secret.
Right.
What apparently is going on in the city of Stockton right now, but
yeah, I was going over all that stuff, and like I said, we're gonna deal with that later. But yeah, we don't see how you get to the point to where you go into a baby's party to look for people to shoot, because guess what? There was hours before they got to that party, they was by themselves. You know what I'm saying? And obviously we're not saying to go kill anybody or go shoot anybody, but the point is, why would you wait for that opportunity there? You know. So, and also, and I want to let everybody know as well that your 12-year-old daughter was grazed as well in the party.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, my 12-year-old daughter was grazed. You know what I'm saying? She was actually with the 21-year-old that passed away too. They used my daughter's sweater to cover his neck up because he was basically bleeding to death, basically.
Right.
And and my son, you know what I'm saying, he, thank God, man. He said that he ran out the back door and like hid behind the door. My daughter, she ran out and hit the back gate. But just thank God, man, you know. And I try to game my kids up on everything, man, and I never thought that I would actually have to game them up on some mass shooting. But now I know, you know, because thank God I still got a family. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
I still got a reason to be here. So,
yes, sir.
So now it's not a game. You know what I'm saying? I got to put them up on game on everything. They get to shooting in here. You got to, you know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah. It's funny you brought that up, because I remember my daughter, when she was like maybe 7, 8, and they were having mass shooting drills in the school, and she's coming home telling me about it, like, oh yeah, I had to go in the closet and this and that, and it was just sounding crazy, but it was something that when I'm listening to it, but I'm thinking to myself, this is crazy, but it's a real thing, right? But in a place like that, you wouldn't even know where to go. It ain't no drill there. You don't know this place. You don't know this place from nowhere, you know. So as of now, right, I saw a report. It's been a month now, right? They have made I ain't gonna say they've made no arrests. They've held a couple of people, but they haven't had any conclusive suspects, so to speak, right? Nothing that you've heard. They haven't come to you with anything.
No, nothing have I ever heard. They being real discreet with the information on that, because I guess this is a can of worms. Obviously, it is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I know it's just as much as you do, basically, with this whole situation, and that's what got me so paralyzed with pain and anger and anguish, because like I feel like, well, I am the victim here. My son was the victim here.
100,
you know what I'm saying?
100.
And it's like we living in America, and I'm sitting up here, like I got in a car accident. You know what I'm saying? Like people asking me, they keep asking me, "You need some help with this?" Yeah, I need help. My life was already hard before this happened.
Right.
And now y'all just made it 10 times harder. Now everybody knowing my business, know who I am all over the world. You know what I'm saying? I got, everybody know who I am. Everybody know. I mean, I knew my son was gonna be famous one day, but like this, no. Like this is crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey y'all, if y'all go ahead, if y'all got something.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, we all family men here. All of us, we all family men. So this is what we really war against. What we warn against. So we here to support you, but it's hard to say. I can't say, man, I feel you, because I have not lost a child. You know what I'm saying? But then give me 1 Corinthians 12 real quick, right? It's real quick. I'm gonna show you, and this the mindset we got to get to, because at the end of the day, we dealing with a situation where everything is broken already. We trying to fix it. But it's wild out there. These little kids got no morals, they got no rules. You know what I'm saying? No code of conduct. Yeah. And you see how they doing all on Twitter and all that, the King Vons and all that. They dissing each other, homies and stuff, like right there on camp. That didn't used to happen. You know what I'm saying? So the beef that they be having out there is no holds barred. They go into people's grave sites, digging up. You know what I'm saying? They shooting at the funeral. You know what I'm saying? So now that we do know, we got to be on point everywhere, right? But give me 1 Corinthians 12 real quick, my brother. And this is the spirit that we are rolling in with our people, man, because it got to stop. Got to stop.
Verse 1, sir.
I want 12 and 25.
Yes, sir. It's the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 12 and verse 25. That there should be no schism in the body.
There should be no divisions among us, right? So in hindsight, we shouldn't be no Bloods. We shouldn't be no Crips, Democrats. It should be no division between our people, right?
Right. But that the members should have the same care one for another.
We got to care for one another. We don't see that nowadays. That's what we changing. Read on.
And whether one member suffer, all the members suffer with it.
And so if it happened to you, it happened to me. So guess what that killed? All that no snitching and all that. No, that happened to my family member. So we're going to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Right. If it happened to you, it happened to me. Read on.
Or one member be honored. All the members rejoice with it.
So some good happened to you, some good happened to me. So now we pushing each other up instead of the crab in the barrel mentality. So this is where we going, man. We're going to hit Stockton hard. We're going to hit it, bro.
Most definitely. And like he said, I can't say I know the feeling, because I felt those same feelings that you felt when my baby brother died. It took me about a month just to come to the conclusion that he was really gone. You know, so I know the feeling. He got shot in the same spot, in the heart. Got shot once, hit once in the heart, and it's a terrible thing that happened, and that our people go through stuff like this. And the main reason we go through stuff like this is, one, like he said, it ain't no unity amongst us. Two, we scrambling to become something we not.
Right.
Everybody want to be the rapper that don't care about nothing. They want to have the money, the women, the cars, the clothes, but don't know what the tragedy that come with it.
Right.
And unfortunately, that's the life that our people live. Our people live a envious life. Give me Proverbs 3:31, please. Because all of the ways that we seek of, it ain't us. It's not our culture. It's not our way. It's not that's not who we are as a people. You know what I'm saying? Watch this. Read that.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 3 and verse 31.
Come on.
Envy not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways.
Because every way that we choose right now in this current life, it's the way the oppressor shaped it.
Mm-hmm.
The oppressor created the gangbanger.
Mm-hmm.
The oppressor created the gun. He created the drugs. And everything that we envy after is after them. It's after their vision, after what they see they want us to be.
Yeah.
So we got to come up out of that ASAP. Go ahead, Cap.
Yeah, because I just wanted to mention, we got all this going on. We got our young brother, Amari, was killed, right? You had 2 other children that were killed out there, and another young man, 21 years old, and nobody's saying nothing, right? And this is madness, right? Because it's the whole snitch rule.
Yeah.
That
hate. Man.
Yeah, because they trying to pretend like they got a real code of the street. You don't have no code of the street because you just went into a birthday party with babies and killed babies.
Yeah, this don't apply to that.
No, not at all.
Not at all.
Exactly.
Not at all. There's nothing like that. And give me Leviticus 5:1.
Please.
And I'm gonna just tell this. I'm gonna tell this story real quick because over in New York, because Pat, I grew up in New York, right? And there was a young man by the name of Yusef Hawkins. He was early 20s. He was looking to buy a car, so he went into a neighborhood. It was mostly Italian mafia neighborhood, right? He goes there. He winds up getting killed by a young Italian dude there, shot him, killed him. So now Al Sharpton and everybody they marching through the neighborhood saying they want justice, black against white, so on and so forth. And then the next week, the shooter turns up. But guess how he turned up? Because Sammy the Bull Gravano, I don't know if you ever heard of him, gangster, mafia member who used to be down with John Gotti, he went and put pressure on them to give the kid up, right? Because he like, listen, we got all this heat coming. We can't have all this in our neighborhood. Who did it? And they had to give it up. Yo, hey, go take yourself over there. This is, and again, we just talking, if you such a bad criminal, y'all got all this going on, then y'all supposed to know, y'all supposed to give it up.
Yeah.
Right? But in scripturally speaking, just read that thing in Leviticus 5:1, because I'm telling you, this thing get me sick. Just reading about the stories just getting me sick because we got babies dead and nobody's saying nothing.
Yeah,
and if they are, then maybe the police are. I'm saying, Lord willing, they are saying something. The police are holding it tight, like you said, Pat. Maybe they holding the information tight. They don't want nothing getting out right now because they doing their thing. I'm hoping that's the case. But read that real quick, bro.
Yes, sir. The book of Leviticus, chapter 5 and verse 1. And if a soul sin and hear the voice of swearing, and is a witness, whether he hath seen or know of it.
You see that? You don't have to have been there and seen it, but we know people was there and seen it. But if you know about it, that means you got your peoples, you know that they the ones that did it. You mean to tell me that's going to hurt if you make an anonymous call and be like, hey, listen, such and such did it. You mean to tell me that's really bothering your nerves? That's bothering you more than watching these babies go on the ground? Right. Come on, man. You can't tell me that, man.
Right.
No, you cannot tell me that. Finish that up, bro.
If he do not utter it, then he shall bear his iniquity.
Right. So what this is letting you know, because a lot of people, they go out there, they shooting guns off. They think God don't exist.
Right.
The Lord is going to get involved. The Lord going to take care of all of that.
Right.
Meaning what? When you don't come forth with the information, the Lord he going to put it on you as if you committed the murder.
Right.
Exactly.
This is a law of God. This is a law. It's in the air. This is what people call it universal. You know, people like to say universal law, meaning that this is just out there. This is what the Lord put out there,
right.
And that's what's gonna happen. Y'all don't start coming forth with these names, y'all gonna find y'all life getting very difficult.
Yeah, real.
A lot of things gonna start happening to y'all. This is the purpose of this show today, to support our brother and to warn y'all, right? Not from us. We ain't gonna do nothing to you. The Lord gonna do something to you. Y'all have to bring these people to justice. Y'all have to give up those names. You must do it. It has to happen.
If you got any spirit in you, you know what I'm saying? If you got family, brothers and cousins, and you don't feel something wrong with you, man. Mm-hmm. Something wrong with you. That's out of pocket. That's monster stuff right there.
If you got a kid and you don't feel nothing, there's something wrong with you.
Right.
Because like I say, at the end of the day, they bank on us to act like this.
Right.
They bank on us to act out in these type of ways, and they put these type of spirits on our children. But this right here, the scripture is gonna bring us back up out of that. Because once our identity is revealed, our true identity is revealed, we won't have none of this in our communities. Give me Hosea 4:1. Let's read about our community right quick. In a whole.
It's the book of Hosea, chapter 4 and verse 1.
Go ahead.
Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel.
The Lord been talking to us. He been talking to us. He said, hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel, you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Go ahead.
For the Lord hath a controversy with the inhabitants of the land.
What's his big problem with us?
Because there is no truth.
Because there ain't no truth in us. We don't tell each other the truth at all. The truth is the scriptures, the law. We don't know them to tell them to each other. Go ahead.
Nor mercy.
It ain't no mercy. Where was the mercy when a dozen people walked into that birthday party shooting?
Yeah.
There was no mercy. Come on.
Nor knowledge of God in the land.
Nor is there any knowledge of God in the land, because if you acknowledge the God of this book, then you would acknowledge the brother that's sitting right next to you.
Right.
Come on.
By swearing and
what
lying.
is the problem? The problem is we swear on my mama, on my dead homies, or whatever it is you putting it on. We swearing. Come on.
And lying.
And we lying to one another.
And killing.
And we killing one another.
And stealing.
And we stealing from one another.
And committing adultery.
And we laying down with each other's women.
They break out.
And when these things happen.
And blood toucheth blood.
Black on black crime happen when these things happen. So how do we clean that stuff up? We got to stop the stealing, the killing, the lying, the stealing, the committing adultery. All of that stuff got to stop in order for that tragedy, for these tragedies to stop.
Right. And if we ain't saying nothing, it ain't gonna stop.
Right.
If
There
you
you go.
continue that Italian mafia mentality, that
Right.
snitches get, that come from the mafia movies. That ain't us.
That's not real.
If men ran their communities, right, and we knew a rapist was in the community.
Thank you.
If men didn't say something, it'd be your fault when the next person got done.
Yep.
Right.
It'd be your fault.
Right.
It take the men to get out there and say, you know what, that was wrong, that was out of pocket. We need to say something. This is not that in that case. We're not talking about two people doing crimes and one get caught and turned. We're not talking about that.
No.
This is foul. This is foul here.
That's right.
The rules don't apply,
Yeah.
man.
Oh man. So Pat, and you dealing with a lot. Your wife is dealing with a lot. How's your children doing right now? Your little girl, you got an older son as well. How they dealing with this right now?
Oh man, I'm gonna be honest, man. I got some strong kids, man.
Oh, crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Just yesterday, you know, I took them to the Niner game. We got blessed with some tickets to the Niner game. And my younger son, man, he was in the. I just kept hearing him sniffle, like, and I'm like, what's going on? And he was back there crying, man, and like, me as a father, I don't like to hear my kids cry.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like the most, you know, like if a child's crying, I want to know, why is he crying? Let's fix it. Let's get it done, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And he was just back there bawling, man. And, you know, like, I wanted to cry with him, but I'm driving. But I'm like, man, I got to be strong for them. And then that's what everybody telling me, man. I got to be strong for my kids, man. And my son, man, he sat there like he watched his brother die. My daughter, she didn't see it because she ran out the back door and hopped the gate. So she was like with the police, and we lost her during the night too. We didn't know where she was at until like about 10, 11 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, my son though, like, you know, he was right there the whole time. So I know it's really left you know, something mentally scarred on his brain. You know what I'm saying? So, but you know, for the most part, you know, we got family, you know, that's been coming around every day supporting us. So it's kind of been keeping them,
That's right.
you know, going throughout the day, you know what I'm saying? And like, we all hate this, man. Like,
Yeah.
like, I ain't even gonna lie, man. I try to be like, you know, one of those people that give everybody the benefit of the doubt, you know what I'm saying? And I'm one to love my people. I love being being indigenous, being black, being, you know.
Yeah.
But at this point in time right now, man, it's like for the young, for the youth right now, I'm really not feeling the youth right now. Like this particular age demographic group of people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's I don't know what else to say, but it's disgusting. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
It's disgusting.
Yeah.
And for all y'all, everybody who's watching, you know, Pat had, you know, come to our youth violence seminars and was giving out haircuts for free to all the kids. You know, we had that on video. Throw that up there real quick, y'all. You know, just so the people could see. You know that he was giving of his time, right? So when he's saying that he got love for his people, he's not just really just saying that. You know, he actually came and took out of his day. All right. So, you know, yeah. All right. And this was when we were in Oakland at the youth center, right? And he came through and he held it down, you know. So this is him taking time out of his day because he does that for a living. This is, you know, so when you see people doing things like that and giving of themselves, you know, this was great. This was a great look. The people love this, you know. And so these are so Pat, what we looking at moving forward? Are you just waiting on the police to come to you? Do you have somebody that's the liaison with them to find out what's going on? You know, how is all this working? How they dealing with your family? Are they being?
Yeah, I mean, they gave us resources as far as, you know, stuff that we needed during the time. During this time, you know, they getting this counseling and stuff like that, and you know what I'm saying? Basically everything that we need, you know, they have provided us with. Yeah, man. I guess when they get to the bottom of the situation,
right,
they'll inform us,
right?
Because I guess, you know, they don't want to, you know, put themselves in a predicament where, right, you know, the wrong information gets out, or, you know,
right,
whatever.
I'm hoping that they just making sure everything is lined up right, so by the time they bring these people to justice, they don't miss a beat.
Right.
And somebody don't get off on a technicality or no, this ain't the right guy and all this and that. That's what I'm praying that's the case.
Yeah,
you know?
I'm praying that too. But the crazy thing about it is I never been in no situation like this ever in my life. So this is all new. This is a learning process to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like, you know, and for somebody, because I know the whole world is looking at this right now. And yeah, I'm a regular dude. Yeah, I grew up with a background. Yeah, I went to juvenile hall when I was 14. That's why my son was such a good kid, because I taught him what not to do.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And I guess I can say that I stopped the circle from, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
The repetitive, you know what I'm saying, trauma from happening. Like, at least because my grandpa, he would tell me all the time, like, black people dealing with trauma from years and years and years passed down. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So with me just having the little knowledge of knowing that, like, okay, I'm messed up in the head. I know that. My mama messed up in the head. My daddy, everybody got some type of trauma that they dealing with.
Absolutely.
So I took that information and I poured it into my kids. Like, I tell my kids the good, the bad, the ugly, everything, so they can just be aware of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And it's just sad to see that, you know, that a lot of us don't get that love and don't get that game that you really supposed to get. Because I mean, I've been through it when I was young. You know, I went to jail for, you know, hustling and doing whatnot, but I tell you, somebody told on me. Somebody older than me told on me. Somebody older than me gave me the drugs. Somebody older than me. So it's these adults out here.
Yes. Right.
We need to hold, as black men, we need to hold ourselves accountable for for our actions, point blank, period. Anybody, if you black, Asian, Puerto Rican, I don't care what you is. If you out here and you dealing with anything, just hold yourself accountable. But that's the problem. No, don't nobody want to hold themselves accountable for their actions.
Right.
They don't want to hold themselves accountable.
No, 100%. But you just said something. You said it's the adults out here, right? And you mentioned about the children. You said you ain't this generation of kids, this demographic of children. But watch this. This is what the Lord said. Give me Isaiah 3, all right, in verse 12, right? Because this is what happens. You got a bunch of children running around here crazy, and no adults is taking control of the situation, right? Like you took control of your children. You let them know, hey, listen, we in the house, we doing this. This is what you gonna do. Put them in. You had them set up. He played sports. He went to school, so he had a vision. He had something to look forward to. These kids out here, them clowns that ran up in there and shot up the place, they have no vision. They don't see no light at the end of the tunnel. None. But read that real quick, bro.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 3 and verse 12. As for my people, children are their oppressors.
Right. Children are their oppressors. Because now you got people, from what I'm reading, people scared to come out the house. Why? Because these kids talking about what they calling them YNs. They got the nerve to give them a name. YNs, young. Bro, I don't want to hear none of that. Young YNs. What YN? You just a dumb kid. You know what I'm saying? You an ignorant person who has never been trained up. Right. And that's why you this way. They trying to give him a title. So now they're gonna run with that title. I'm a YN. They try to make everything negative positive. No, it's negative to be a YN.
Yeah, it's negative.
It's negative.
You a crash out.
Right.
You're right.
Right.
You a crash out, man.
That's the point.
Crash dummy. You like them old school crash
Absolutely.
dummy commercials?
Oh man.
And they just smack the wall, and that's where they going, man.
Right. 100%. Oh man. Go ahead, bro. As for my people, children are the oppressors. Go ahead.
And women rule over them.
And women rule over them, right? Because the fathers ain't around, right?
Right.
Your son had his father there.
Right.
All these other kids, we could probably bet. We don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure we could bet all the money we don't have that most of them kids ain't got no father in the house.
Hey, and you know, not to cut you off.
No,
but,
go ahead, please.
But this is a proven fact.
Right.
Because I was a kid that grew up without his father.
Right.
And I seen how. And you know, I had a stepdad for a period of time. I mean,
Right.
of course, I knew who my dad was, but
Right.
he wasn't there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I know this for a fact because I lived that life.
Right.
And I did the opposite of what my dad did, and look what type of kid that I was raising.
That's right. 100%.
So that's a proven fact that fathers, y'all, baby daddies, like if everybody did what they was what they're required to do as a father.
Yep.
Hold themselves accountable and take care of your kids, this wouldn't be happening.
No.
Exactly. Yeah.
Not at all.
Yeah, and the root of that problem is that people just screwing around. Our people ain't getting married, and that's the
Family
real
unit.
that's the
Right.
real issue.
Yeah. Right.
When you take marriage out of the equation with a man and a woman, then you leave the doors open for anything to happen.
Right.
Because the woman just gonna move in envy and spite and strife just to make you angry. So she turning your child into a monster purposely. Keeping the child away from you, keeping your son or daughter or whatever it is away from you. So we got to take a step back and get back to the basics of marriage first.
And that was the family unit right there. When that's missing, like yourself, you had a stepfather, maybe got lucky. Some people got cool stepfathers. Some people got worse stepfathers. Some stepfathers beat the child.
Right.
Some stepfathers abuse the child.
Yeah.
You may some people have a stepfather teach them a trade, teach them how to box or something, right?
Right.
But then you leaving it up to chance when the household is broken. So a sister may think she hurting the man, but she really gambling with the child.
Oh yeah.
Because even if the stepfather don't come in, he's gonna find some male figure to attach himself to.
That's
It
right.
could be Tyrone across the street at the liquor store.
Yeah.
Of course.
You know?
It's gonna be the
Anything
wrong.
happens.
It's gonna be the wrong person. They
Exactly.
Get it from.
Of course.
That family unit is important, man.
Yeah, it's very, very important, and I'm glad you spoke about that,
Yeah.
Pat, man, because that's literally what we trying to get back to. We out in the street day in and day out, week in and week out, teaching, trying to bring the family structure back to our community because
Right.
the type of results, the people that did it, they probably didn't have a father in their life, and they learned from Ray across the street selling drugs.
Mm-hmm.
he probably put a pistol in his hand.
Yeah.
And crashed him out, just like you said.
And crashed him out. But you know what's another aspect, because it's so many variables in this situation that got that got us all messed up out here. And you know, it's these labels. Whoever's who's ever paying these little YNs,
man,
and promoting all this
and
all these you know, these Instagram pages that's promoting all this you know, this chaos. They also are part of the problem, because y'all just adding fuel to the fire.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
100% a part of the problem. 100%.
You get that on the head.
Right on the money. 100%. Because they fueled that type of stuff to keep our people deaf, dumb, and blind to one another, to where we would be hateful to one another but love them.
Right.
Go get me Judith 5:20 and 21. That's their job. Their job is to promote that into our communities, to make our children angry and evil.
Exactly.
So they have a system. When they look at our community, they just look at money. Death, jail, all of that generates money for them. So it's their job to push BS in our communities. Read that, man.
The book of Judith, chapter 5 and verse 20.
Come on.
Now therefore, my Lord and governor, if there be any error in this people.
So just a quick backstory. This is two different nations having a conversation about us, Pat. Watch what their conclusion about us is. Watch this. Go ahead.
If there be any error in this people.
If there be any error in this people, what's that error?
And they sin against their God.
So our error is sin. If we sin against our God, watch what their plan is. Come on.
Let us consider that this shall be their ruin.
He said, let us think about that, because that sin that we push and pump on them, that's what's going to ruin them in the eyes of their God. Come on.
And let us go up, and we shall overcome
and
them.
Then once they in all of that foolishness, everybody turned against one another. We divided and conquer them. Now we could overcome them. Overcome them how? Because we got them in the midst of sin. We got them listening to dumb music. We got them shooting at each other. We got them drug dealing and selling drugs to each other's mothers and brothers and sisters. Come on.
But if there be no iniquity in their nation.
But the flip side is, look at the counsel that they have. But if it don't be none of that amongst them,
let my Lord now pass by.
He said, leave that people alone if they're not doing that to one another. Why? Come on.
Lest their God defend them. And their God before them. And we become a reproach before the world.
And they become a reproach before the whole world, because they're messing with the people that know who they are. They're messing with the people that's in sync, with no schisms, with no division among them. You see what I'm saying? And they know that. So it's their job to put that money behind that social media page that you was talking about, to make our children turn away from what's right. Of course, they're going to make what look good boring, because they know kids like excitement. They know kids love excitement. So of course they're gonna make what's right look boring, and what's wrong look exciting and amazing. So they'll go that way, so they can keep sin and push sin in our communities and neighborhoods.
It's a facade. It's like that little island in the middle of the desert.
Right.
You know what
Most
I'm saying?
definitely.
Yeah.
A mirage.
Yeah.
I know what you meant. I know what you meant.
It disappear on you.
And it just and it fly and it just disappeared. And then when it disappeared, that individual end up in a jail cell or in a box.
In a box.
Exactly.
Jail, man.
No, sickening, man. And you know, I don't know how all of a sudden, you know, rap turned into the whole gang thing. You know what I'm saying? Now the rapper is now some kind of a gangster. Before, the rapper just talking about what was going on.
Right. It was waking, enlightening people.
Right. The rapper had to have some kind of talent. Right.
Public service announcements.
Thank you. Right. With using his talent to give that PSA out there to let people know what was going on.
Right.
Nobody was looking at the rapper as the gangster himself.
No.
Right. Then over time it changed. Now you just got some fake gangsters. And when I say fake, meaning that, they busting their gun off, but they're not really about anything. Right. They're not about anything. So now they have now said, okay, we're going to pick up the microphone and just talk crazy. No talent, no nothing. Right. Because at the end of the day, it's just another cover to be in a gang. And this is what you brought out about the labels. They did that because what? You had positive music. You had all different type of music. They said, no. We're gonna turn this back into a gang thing. The music was getting the gangs together and out of that, but they put it right back to the gang. So what we would tell any young man, give me Proverbs 1. I'm gonna read this for you, Pat, because if we show our kids, and you was doing a good job, and you still have children, and you doing a good job with your children, but we got to put this stuff out there in our kids to make them see. Because when all our kids are thinking this way, we got love for one another, automatically. But give me Proverbs 1 and verse 10.
Yes, sir. The book of Proverbs, chapter 1 and verse 10. My son, if sinners entice thee.
Right. It said, my son, if sinners entice thee. Right? Go ahead.
Consent thou not.
Right. So this is when you telling your own son, if you got some gang members trying to tell you to come with us, we going to do X, Y, and Z, you don't do it. Go ahead.
If they say, come with us, let us lay wait for blood.
You see that? Let us go kill some people. That's what this is saying. Let us lay wait for blood. Go ahead.
Let us lurk privily for the innocent without cause.
That's what they was doing. They was lurking outside privily, meaning what? On the low, right? Waiting for innocent blood. You gonna tell me they didn't think they was gonna hit whoever? They didn't care who they was hitting.
Right.
They didn't care. So they said, we gonna hit the innocent. Now a person might think, damn, did a person really want to kill innocent people? Yes. That's why that's in the Bible. Because you got people out there who's psycho like that, retarded. We just gonna call it what it is. You know what I mean? We ain't gonna get into the full thing because we got love for our brother. You know what I mean? Because I'm telling you, we really pissed off about this whole situation. Really? Go ahead, read on.
Let us swallow them up alive as the grave, and whole as those that go down into the pit.
Go ahead.
We shall find all precious substance. We shall fill our houses with spoil.
Right.
Cast in thy lot among us. Let us all have one purse.
That's when they go rob a place and they rob people and they say we all going to take pieces of that money for ourselves and split it up. Go ahead, read that next verse. We're going to stop right there.
My son, walk not thou in the way with them. Refrain thy foot from their path.
Go ahead, you got to read that next one.
Yeah. I was about to say, read the next one too.
Go ahead, bro.
Verse 16. For their feet run to evil.
Right.
And make haste to shed blood.
That's what they did. They was quick to run to that evil and shed blood. They couldn't wait to do that. Then they go back and start laughing about it and making songs about it. You got to be, come on, man. Right. Hey, this is madness, man. And whoever's sitting around, again, if y'all sitting around with that information, y'all need to get up off of that information. And I'm just saying, Lord willing, that stuff is already in there and the police is processing and just waiting to do the right thing.
Right.
That's what we hoping for. Because we don't want to hear in a few months talk about, well, yeah, we ain't find nobody. Because that's a big thing in our community.
Yeah.
Right? We get brothers that get killed and then all of a sudden nobody ever get found.
Nobody know nothing.
Nobody will never know nothing. You know?
And you know the crazy thing about it is nobody know nothing, but then at the end of the day, you're gonna end up in jail with the same people. You're gonna have to be cool with them. That don't even make no sense.
That's 100%. Oh, man, that's the point. What is all? Oh man, you know what? Oh man, so Pat, man, go ahead.
You know, man, this crazy, man. It's crazy. Like, you know, we come from kings and queens, and you know what I'm saying, and you know the comedics and you know and just everything that black people just created. You know, from the refrigerator to the light, the stoplight, whatever. You know what I'm saying. For where we at today is shameful.
Yeah. No, 100%.
We really got to do better as a culture. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, cause at the end of the day, man, I got people in prison right now. My uncle, my cousins, I got family in prison. They call me, you know what I'm saying? They don't even want to be there.
Right.
Of course not.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, what do y'all think y'all not gonna get caught for this type of stuff? Exactly. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you might get away with it here and there, but then, like, you know, you might get some street justice.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the point.
You know, like, and like, you know, with the whole with the guns and stuff, it's like we want the gun violence to stop because we know the guns ain't killing people. It's people with the guns.
Yeah, right.
It's the people getting access to these guns or whatever. But you know what I'm saying? Like in Arizona, like I don't think they be having mass shootings like this. You know, because everybody got a gun.
Everybody got a gun. That's
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gonna think twice. Like, hold on, this old man probably got a gun.
Yep.
Or you see his gun and you gonna just leave it. Just people just need to just leave people alone, man, and just mind their business, man. It's so much space out here in the world. If you don't get along with them, move. Go over there. Stay from around there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you ain't. I don't know, man. It's just. It's just crazy, man.
Oh man.
It's crazy, man.
Like we see the solution. Everybody up here see the solution. Now the challenge is to get the people out there to see it. Like you said, the gun's not hurting the people. It's the people. So it's the brain. It's the brain, and who's controlling the moral compass? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you said earlier, that social media is controlling our moral compass right now. Right. Now, when we were in Proverbs, Solomon was the first thing that was so heavy. It said, "My son, if sinners entice me." So what was Solomon doing? He's gaming up his son.
Exactly.
He's saying, "Look, if they do this, they do that. No, don't listen to that, because at the end of the day, they're not gonna be unpunished."
Right.
You know, so we got to. All that snitches get stitches stuff and all that. We got to go back to our Revelations 2 and 5 real quick.
Yeah.
Real quick. Watch this. Revelation 2 and 5. So was we always mafia minded?
No.
Was we always Lucianos or whatever, the mob and all that? Is that our culture, or is that something we seen on TV related to it and then took it upon ourselves to make it our culture? Watch this.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 2 and verse 5. Remember, therefore, from whence thou art fallen.
Like you said, remember we was kings. We was princes. Remember where we fallen from. Look how low we became.
That's right.
Remember when we was Malcolm X and them? You remember we was Martin Luther King and them?
That's right.
You remember when we was who else we got
Marcus
out there?
Garvey.
Marcus Garvey and them. We was coming together when we had Black Wall Street, Seneca Village, all over the place. We was prestigious, right? Now remember how far we fallen, Reed.
And repent.
We got to correct that. We got to correct that, meaning stop doing the BS that we doing, Reed.
And do the first works.
What's the first works? What's the first principles of God? Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not steal. Love your neighbor as yourself.
Right.
So on and so forth.
Right.
Had the same care one for another. Something happened to you, would happen to me.
Right.
That's what got us falling. That's what, and until we get back to that, we're gonna continue. And we cannot be scared as men, especially as these children,
See, now you talking.
to not say what's wrong.
Right.
You see wrong, say wrong.
Yeah.
And don't have no shame about that.
Yeah. You can't have no shame about it, because guess what? Individualism is what kills us.
Yeah,
That's right.
Right.
That kills us, man.
That's right.
Everybody want to be their own person. When we thrive as the ruling power of the earth, we were all together.
Solid.
We all thought the same. We all act the same.
Right.
We got to get back to that, man. I'm telling you.
Right. That's right.
Because at the end of the day, man, everybody needs somebody for something.
That's right.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? You need the trash man to come get your trash.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep,
You
that's
need
real.
that
Right,
electrician
100.
to keep your
That's real
lights
stuff.
on. You know
100,
what I'm
100.
saying?
That's
100.
real stuff.
And you really gotta treat people, and it's keep your hands, feet, and objects to yourself. Treat people how you want to be treated.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, don't say nothing if you ain't got nothing good to say at all.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. It's
Just-
just crazy. It's simple. It's simple math
It
to
really
me.
It is.
Yeah,
It
you,
is.
you tell a kid that these days in these neighborhoods, the parent is gonna get at you about it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
We upside down, ass backwards.
Yeah. Ass backwards.
You know, but like you said, that what you brought out earlier, Officer Judah, is just the commandments, basic.
Yeah.
Right.
Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not kill. If you teaching that in school all the time, people listen, because we got the kids here with us, and we train them up in this. Their mentality is totally different than other kids. They always got love for people, because that's how we raising them up. You know. And these are the things we need to bring back, man. Love your neighbor as yourself. That's what you just said. In different words, but that was it.
Right,
Love your neighbor as yourself. When you know that, I'm gonna kill a man over what? What we talking about? Music? What we talking about? Now we don't know what happened before that. Maybe something had to make them do whatever, but you don't do that.
Right.
You got a problem with a man? Why you just gonna go talk to that man? What everybody else got to do with it?
What everybody else got to do with
You know? You know, this is crazy.
That's Matthew
man.
18, Cap. We ain't got to get it, but
that's right.
Like I'm just thinking of all the
solutions. Yes, because
you know?
and Pat, what he was bringing up is something in the scriptures that Christ put in there, saying it's in the book of Matthew chapter 18. When you got a problem with a man, you go speak with him. If he don't want to hear you, then you bring a couple of witnesses. Listen, I'm trying to get with this man, but the point is to get back to love.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
And like you said, hey, if we can't be friends like that, then all right, we'll go our separate ways. But ain't no way in the world we killing people.
Right, and if it's to a point to where we got to put our hands on each other, then that's just what we gonna have to do. But we not gonna shoot each other and kill kids about it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. No,
we gonna handle it like men.
Oh yeah,
there's
a lot of boxing gyms around.
A lot,
right?
Yeah, jiu-jitsu gyms, they everywhere.
Yes,
you know
sir.
what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
They even doing backyard fights.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's right.
And you know, back in the day, the dangerous dude, he had some size on him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now that little skinny little dude with the colorful hair, you better watch out.
Yeah,
he ain't never did a push up in his life, but he got a gun.
Right.
You know? So that element, like you said, if we had to get into a scuffle or something, that's cool. Men could do that. But this particular generation, no, they're not fighting. They're not doing that. They can't take no loss. You know what I'm saying? They don't know. And ain't no father said, hey, you win some, you lose some.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't no father figure. They just
And you know I'm gonna keep it all the way 100. And it's that's really what the problem is. There's no father figure because I'm not gonna lie. Me growing up, you know what I'm saying. You know, my mom raising me. I had a lot of anger issues. I didn't understand what it was, but I tell you one thing, it was because my dad wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost. You know what I'm saying? When my mama had to go to work and I'm trying to go to football practice and I'm not getting the PT that I want because they don't think I'm good enough because somebody else daddy is there with them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, yes.
You know what I'm
that's a real
saying?
thing.
You know, laying the law down with that. So it's kind of like that's the main problem. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you need your father. Like you need your father. Dads matter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's point blank period. You know, and I know half of them people probably ain't got no daddy, man. If they do got a daddy, they his daddy didn't have a daddy because you want some bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
No, 100%. 100%.
Because I had to learn the hard way. You know,
Right.
I had to go to jail. I had to learn the hard way. I had to sit in jail and think about my actions and do I really want to be in here? Do I really want to be up in here looking at these niggas all the time? Do I like using the same toilet as everybody else?
Yeah.
Right.
Do I like to go outside and feel the sun rays on my face? You know what I'm saying? Do I like to walk dogs? Do I like to be outside, period?
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I thought about all that growing up, getting in trouble and stuff. Would I want my kids to experience this?
No.
Never.
Right.
No.
Why? Why would I want my kids to experience this?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, maybe some of them kids, you know, got a relative, they daddy was killed, their brother was killed, and nobody never, you know, they never got answers or remorse from that. And it's just a cycle that keeps on going. But those kids that have been hurt, like my kid, like my son, I'm gonna have to be on him 10 times harder and get and you know get the most help for him because he, you know, like he experienced that.
That's right. That's right. And you got to teach him. You know, like the scriptures say, vengeance is mine, saith the Lord.
Right.
Right. But even for brothers like ourselves who, you know, we in the Bible all the time, we teaching, even that's hard for us sometimes.
Hell yeah.
Right.
You
Yeah,
understand?
it is.
So I know how it is for everybody else. That's why you got to stay on your son and just raise him. Hey, listen, you know, in the best way you can, you know, and I know you holding it together yourself because any father gonna want to go ahead and go try to do something.
Right. And the cold part about it is I don't have no politics with any of this madness.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm like in the deepest shit with these people and I ain't got nothing to do with nothing they got going on.
Exactly. And that's the foolishness. That's the filthiness of it, you know?
Yeah, man. That's why I'm like, man, like it got me, you know, and I question, man. And I know I'm not supposed to question, but you know I question and it still don't make no sense to me. It still don't make no sense.
I understand what you're saying. You know,
no excuses for somebody need to be held accountable and like, you know, since, you know, I'm getting all this love, well, we really need to come together as a community and stop this.
Yeah. No, 100%.
Yeah, and
100%.
We do need all of the violence need to be stopped, right? and I like what Officer Judah was saying. I like what you were saying, Pat, about the fathers, right? I like what Officer Judah was saying about remembering the first works. We have to remember that our first works was never Christmas, Thanksgiving. It was never the holidays. It was never a birthday. The first birthday that was ever celebrated amongst us was forced upon us. We gotta remember all of those things and remember how those things was set up for us to fall.
Right.
We have to remember those things as we gotta teach our children that stuff, man. Ain't none of that wasn't none of that ever us.
Right.
We never celebrated a Christmas before until after slavery.
Right.
We never celebrated a Thanksgiving before until after slavery. A birthday, all of that stuff came post-slavery.
Right. For us,
For us, we gotta remember that because all of that stuff is tragic. When you look at all of the history on that stuff, all of the history on that stuff is your people are going down and the other people are rising up.
Yeah.
Right, and that's probably why it's always something tragic going on around the holidays.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
That's the
That's
point.
exactly what I'm trying to tell you.
Without
That's
failure.
the point.
Without failure.
When you think about Thanksgiving is the celebration of the destruction of our people.
Right, exactly.
All right, you have that. You got Christmas, which again was the destruction of our people. They was gifting us in slavery, and the original Santa Claus and all that was all about disrespecting us.
Right.
And so, and even with New Year's, that ain't even a real New Year's.
Right.
Some old pagan foolishness, and then everybody gonna run outside in a couple of days, and some more tragedy gonna happen.
Yeah, and West Coast Gang War is gonna be posting something else.
Yeah,
Yep.
for sure.
See,
for sure.
This is what we dealing with.
It's not a coincidence that it's always some people dying on these holidays, man.
Yeah,
it's not a big coincidence.
Yeah, and hey, brother Pat, man, we just want to say thank you, man, for
really
coming on and
man, for real,
being gracious with your time, brother, for real.
For real.
Yeah, man, it's all good, man. I just wanna put the awareness out there, man, because I may seem like I'm okay right now, but man, it feel like the whole world is on my back. The whole like I feel so lost, so hurt, so torn apart that my son is gone, and I'm so mad because I wanna crash out. I want to go do something about it, get vengeance for my son.
Right, sure.
But with all this around it, and I'm not saying my son is different from the other souls that was lost, before him.
Of course.
But in this situation, my son is different though, because my son wasn't one of them kids. My son wasn't he wasn't like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He was really gonna be somebody. He had with me, if he would have got to keep living, he would have for sure became somebody.
Yeah.
Straight A student athlete, 13 playing on 15U AAU basketball team. High schools already want him to come play for him. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
He would have at least made it to college.
Oh yeah, 100%.
He would have changed the trajectory in my family's life. You know what I'm saying? We have it it's in our blood. We had the potential of being somebody. Yep. You know what I'm saying? And now it's all gone. You know what I'm saying? And it's not only hurting my family, it hurted the whole world.
Oh yeah,
Right.
100%.
Yeah.
Cause from what I'm understanding, y'all hurt by this too, right?
Oh,
Right.
Yeah, we very
Okay,
angry.
well,
Upset too.
Yeah,
man,
we
like-
very angry. We very angry. So yeah, and we definitely want to get some stuff out there to the public, but I know we ain't gonna. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But brother Pat, hey, I want to thank you, man. At any time we could probably want to bring you back, just to see, how things go later on, and you could, we talk about things further, and we'll just, we'll discuss it as it moves along. We was trying to see if we could even get the police on the show tonight. To be honest, yeah, we wanted some answers. We wanted to see what was going on. Not that they're gonna tell us much of anything,
Right.
but at least they could feel the pressure and know that there's people, and I know they hearing it from all over.
Yeah.
So we ain't trying to, say nothing bad about the police, but we just want to make sure that they know that, hey, we waiting to hear some news.
Yeah.
We want to hear the news of somebody getting locked up for this. The people who did it. Don't find us nobody who ain't do it. We
Right.
want the guys who did it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't go fishing somebody out of the lake like, oh yeah, he did something. He ain't do that, but we just we don't want that. We want the ones who did it.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm not trying to bash the police, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, they they doing their job. They professionals. So
yeah,
who else am I supposed to trust?
That's 100%.
Because my people, they won't even stand up for what's right.
Right.
So I gotta put my trust in the law right now. Like, man,
that's right.
You know what I'm saying? That's all I can do.
That's right.
And give it all to God, man.
That's it.
That's it. Because I gotta be here for my other kids, man.
That's right there.
And that's what everybody keep telling me.
And that's the real deal.
And I would hate for something to happen to my other kids. You know what I'm saying? Because I crashed out or did something. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just I'm taking it one day at a time, brother. Trying to be strong, man. Like I be wanting to cry all the time. Like I wanted to cry right now, but like I guess from all the prayers and everybody just telling me to be strong, it's just my body just is just locking up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, I heard every day, every morning I wake up in pain in a nightmare, like, man, like, and I want y'all to understand, like, when I say I'm like living a nightmare, like I'm literally living in a nightmare, and when I go to sleep, that's the only time I really don't think about it.
Right.
Like I boom, I back up. Oh, it's back. Mari gone. My son dead. These niggas done killed my son. I can't do nothing about it. Everybody know, the FBI, CIA, everybody on it. President, everybody. You know what I'm saying? They know about it in India, Tokyo, France, wherever. You know what I'm saying? Right. I'm just a regular dude. And then I got to realize, damn, when I go outside, everybody knows me.
Yeah.
When I had my son, when I had my kids at the game the other night, and them stadiums is big.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So I'm telling my son, he kind of like, he not really feeling it. He kind of sad, but then I tell him, like, I say, you see all these people in this stadium, right? And he like, yeah. I said, it's a lot of people, huh? And he was like, yeah. I said, everybody out here know about your brother.
Mm-hmm. That's true. That's the truth.
That's the truth, because they know about them all over the world.
Yeah.
So that little stadium, that wasn't nothing.
Nah, that's only about good 50, 60,000. That's nothing.
Right. And
you looking on Instagram posts, it's already up to like millions.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then like the post where I was dropping my son, because the internet, people get on there and try to provoke you.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the video with my son, with me dropping my son off at his first little party. It was like it was one of his friends from junior high school. She's a year older than him.
Right.
But he got invited to a party because like I said, my son, his older brother, 4 years older than him.
Right.
So he, basically, he popular. He was only in his 7th grade, but he was in the 8th grade, getting ready to go to 8th grade because it was the summertime. But he going to the party with the high school kids. You know what I'm saying? And her parents was there. You know what I'm saying? And basically, I was dropping them off, and I was, I wish my dad would have dropped me off at a party and made sure I got home safe and not chased by the police or get into no mess. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I thought it was pretty dope that my son got invited to a high school party during the summertime, a pool party. I ain't never been invited to no high school pool party when I was in high school. I mean, I was always, I was with the wrong people. You know what I'm saying? So that made me feel like I was doing what I was supposed to be doing at that point in time. That's why I made that video. And people was on there talking about, oh, he dropped him off at a party and then he ended up getting shot and all this other stuff. And you know what I'm saying? Like people just be, trying to, I don't know, man. But
yeah,
I gotta stay off the internet.
The internet is the coldest place on earth, man.
Yeah.
It's the coldest place, man.
Cold place,
and it's
man.
undefeated.
Yeah.
You won't win.
Yeah. Bunch of like some punks and some some
high-minded
clowns in a
keyboards.
basement somewhere just typing away. And then
Right,
come
right.
outside scared to death, can't move around. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man.
And another thing, and I did this, and this is I started doing this way before this all occurred with my son and everything else, because I was looking for something to make me more whole as a person. I mean, I have people in my life that give me game. I have mentors that, you know what I'm saying, people that I work with that show me things that I didn't know. And besides that, and I'm not trying to discredit anything else, but for me and my mental, every day I wake up, I listen, I practice stoicism. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta like, because at the end of the day, all you got is yourself.
Right. You just trying to keep your emotions in check.
Yeah.
Understand?
Yeah, you gotta keep your emotions in check, and like I listen to, practicing mindfulness. Like you have to be mindful of what you're doing out here, and you got to be mindful of other people, because we all got to live on this earth together. You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
I just feel like people just need to be, practice mindfulness, man, and.
It's like the scriptures say, where it is possible, be at peace with all men.
Yes,
right.
100.
And most of the time that is possible, but when it's impossible, then you gotta get out of Dodge. Maybe it's time to go somewhere new.
Right.
But yeah, bro. We just don't want you to, and it's gonna take some time for you to, go through all of this. But it's never gonna leave you. That's your child, and so. I understand what you're saying about practicing stoicism and just, hold on to your emotions, because you got your children there. You got to, deal with them and show strength and all that. But, this is definitely a rough time, man. And again, we want to thank you, man. And, we ain't trying to hold you all night, man. We know how it is.
Yeah, but we all know it takes a village to raise a child.
Yep.
And,
Exactly.
and we got a whole bunch of fatherless childs out there, and like, man, like us as a community, and I'm speaking specifically to the black community, we got to do better, man.
Yes.
Because the Mexicans and the Asians, the only ones that's messing up is the ones that's trying to be like us.
Right.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So
that's crazy.
We just saw
we got to set a better example as a culture, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I would have never thought in a million years, the BS that our culture was on was going to affect me to this degree, to where it changed the trajectory of my life for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Right.
And my family's life.
Right.
But yeah, man, that's all I pretty much got to say, man. I appreciate you, Cap, having me on here,
bro.
man.
Hey, bro. Thank you a lot, man. We got nothing but love for you and your family. We here, bro, and we gonna make sure that when our brothers is out in Stockton, when we teaching out there, man, we gonna be touching on the subject. We gonna keep pushing.
Yeah.
And we gonna keep our eyes on this case, and if any changes, we gonna talk about it. If we don't see no changes, we gonna talk about it.
Yeah. Right.
So
we gotta keep. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to keep my son name alive. Forever 14, Amari Peterson, Ferrari Mari. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna hear about him until the day I go, and then he still got siblings, so we gonna be around. His name gonna be around for a long time.
Right. That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
You got any social media or anything that you want anybody to hit you on, or
or
you just want to, you don't have to, because I know how it is right now. You just trying to get low with the family and just
man. Right now, maybe the next time I'll probably have something more juiced up.
Yeah.
But I'm working on some things. I want to get a nonprofit going for them. I want to do something for the kids. You know what I'm saying? My son, he was a young fly dude, a young fashioneer. So, I'm working on getting him some merch together. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of kids, you know what I'm saying, they really like my son. Teachers. So his principal, police officers. Like, my son knew more people than I did. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Which is crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm most definitely gonna be keeping Amari's face out there in the public, so people, because I'm gonna do stickers, whatever memorabilia. It's gonna be Amari Peterson memorabilia out there soon, man. For real.
All right. Anything we could do to help, man, let us know, because we there, bro. We show up.
And show out.
We show up,
And I appreciate y'all, man, to the third power, man.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, thank you a lot, man. All right, so
All right,
y'all,
bro.
that's all. Pat Peterson.
Yes,
all
sir.
right.
Thank you for coming through, bro. Thank you for blessing us on the show, man. We appreciate you, bro.
Real.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
So that's some good stuff, man. It's a terrible thing that happened, and Pat said something that I wanted to bring out. But give me Ecclesiasticus chapter 4 and verse 10.
Mm-hmm.
Because there is a lot of fatherless children out there, and the Most High tell us how to deal with that. Come on, give me what you got.
It's the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 4 and verse 10.
Come on.
Be as a father to the fatherless.
What the Bible say?
Be as a father unto the fatherless.
What the Most High say?
Be as a father unto the fatherless.
So we as men growing in this truth, we have to be fathers to the fatherless children.
Right.
Come on.
And instead of an husband unto their mother.
And instead of trying to hook up with their mama, come on.
So shalt thou be as the son of the Most High.
It says, so shall thou be as the son of the Most High when you taking care of these fatherless children.
That's right.
Don't be trying to get with their mom, but take care of the fatherless like it was your own, so they can prosper in this world, so they don't follow behind Pookie and Ray Ray.
That's right. That's right.
Take community.
Yeah.
That take community to do that.
It take
you know
that.
what I'm saying?
And the community, got to shut the hell up when somebody disciplining their kid, man.
Yeah.
Shut your mouth. How about that?
But let's look at, some of the garbage that's out there. These hey, give me that number 2, right? Because this is one of the guys that's from out in that area, right? All of that ridiculous rapping they doing and this kill rap. I don't even know what you're calling that now. You know what I'm saying? This thing is wicked. But hey, play number 2. We're gonna go through a few of these videos, man.
Hey, speaking on lows, then I'm on your ass. Pop out, got a Glock on me. Put a button on it. Tell the 5, still a dead
Hey, stop it.
Yeah.
He ain't saying nothing.
He's
not even rhyming.
Thank you, bro. This is what we talking about. The lack of they just talking garbage, bro.
He said popped out, hit a button.
I need you to shut the hell up.
Please. Play it again.
It's just evil.
Play it again.
Hey, speaking on lows, then I'm on your ass. Pop out, got a Glock on me. Put a button on it. Tell the 5, still a dead nigga.
He said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He ain't even saying nothing. This is the stuff that's plaguing our community. This is the stuff that's plaguing our kids. And this stuff got a couple 100,000 views probably.
Right.
Even 2,000 views is more than is too much.
Yep. Hey, look at that. Trap mob. No, it's a trap, and that's Italian shit.
Yeah. Mob.
That's not us, man.
Some trap garbage. Hey, bring up number 10, right? Because that guy right there, right?
Crazy.
Same guy we just showed, right? He's being held right now. You know what I mean?
Do rapping?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. He was there.
Hell.
He was there.
They probably was coming after him.
Probably.
Shoot,
Little rap beef
You never know.
Yeah,
It probably could have been a rap beef going on.
Listen, we don't give a thing. Rap beef. Listen, see, before y'all play that, listen, when there was a rap beef, right? No, because I'm telling you, they got everything so twisted.
It's
Guess
twisted.
what? Y'all supposed to battle in rap.
Yeah.
Yes.
Who got the best rhymes?
Yeah.
That's how that go. The rap don't turn into the gun. That's not part of it.
Right.
Nah.
It's either you on the street or you a musician. Which one are you?
Yeah.
Come on now. We understand a rapper, he's outside, so he's in the street a little bit, but this is not this.
Nah.
Y'all guys not rappers. Y'all guys is just street guys. Y'all guys is some lunatics.
Yep.
Go ahead. Hit number 10, man.
Number 10, man. Pull it up.
Billy Williams sits in the San Joaquin County Jail.
They want to talk about my name. They want to talk about what happened. Tell them to talk about who carried the kids, not why they came. Because we don't know why they came. Because I wouldn't do that to somebody.
Speaking out about what happened the night of the shooting and his arrest 2 days later.
My parole violation right now is based off me being around where a crime was committed.
He tells me he doesn't know why someone would shoot up a children's birthday party. Do you think you know who did this?
No. Hell no.
He says he was there for his niece's party and thought he heard balloons popping, but really they were gunshots.
I just started to run after all the kids that I seen in the wall. And I started to carry them, and I noticed that when the police came that they didn't run to the kids. They were like still pointing the guns.
He says his back was turned, so he didn't know who was shooting at them.
I couldn't believe it because I turned around and I seen the little girl fall. When I seen the little girl fall, I was like, this is like a movie.
Williams tells me when police arrived, he says they took a long time to get into the building.
I was like, the kids is dying, and they wouldn't listen.
Billy Williams sits in the San Joaquin County
Y'all
Jail.
can drop that. So that man right there, he is the uncle of the little girl whose party it was. So his sister is the one who threw the party, right? just showing little things of what's going on with the whole situation. So they holding him because I guess he was on parole and he's around gunfire, or maybe they just trying to hold him so they could shake him up and get some information out of him. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's probably what they doing. They trying to sweat him down. You know, super crazy. I want to show y'all something real quick. Go to number 11 because this is the sickness behind it, right? Go to number 11. Watch this. You can't make this stuff up. This is really happening right now. This is really going on.
11, y'all. Come on. Oh, Lord.
Let me get second
go
Timothy 3 real quick while we get that. Let me get 2 Timothy 3, and we're going to start at 1.
It's the book of 2 Timothy, chapter 3 and verse 1.
Yep.
This know also, that in the last days perilous times shall come.
Here we are. It's dangerous out there. Dangerous times coming. Read.
For men shall be lovers of their own selves.
No more community, no more family, no more none of that. It's all about me, me, me. Right. Seeing that. Read.
Covetous.
I want what you got. Don't want what they not satisfied and content what they have. Read.
Boasters.
All in the rap music, bragging. Read.
Proud.
I got this. I got that. Read.
Blasphemers.
On God, on that, and lying, and ain't doing nothing God told them to do. Read.
Disobedient to parents.
Oh, used to walk the old man across the street. Now they push the old man over. Mm-hmm. Move out the way, old man. Read on.
Unthankful.
Read.
Unholy. Without natural affection.
No affection for a brother or a sister.
Truce breakers.
Children are there. Back in the day, we wouldn't even cuss in front of kids. Now we doing God knows what. Read on.
Truce breakers. False accusers.
Lying on each other.
Incontinent.
Incontinent mean lack of control. We would say off the hook nowadays.
Right.
We say wilding out. That's what we seeing. Read.
Fierce.
Mean. Read.
Despisers of those that are good.
You doing something good. You trying to go to college. You square. You got to be doing what we doing, or else you getting talked about. Read on.
Traitors. Heady. High-minded.
High-minded. Think they know something. Think they got some game, but they don't. Read.
Lovers of pleasures more than lovers of God.
Lovers of pleasure more than lovers of the Most High and his rules and what he got to say, right? Jump over to verse 13.
Verse 13. But evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse.
Right, so guess what? It was pretty bad in the 90s, but now it done got worse and worse and worse to the point to where like you seeing beefs on Instagram, things getting personal, funeral homes getting shot up, grave sites getting dug up, all on camera,
right,
all on social media, fueling this thing. And then you got people making videos. That's what I don't understand. How they got play-by-play of what's going on with this gang, what's going on with that gang. Some social media guy, he got all the information, but the police can't figure out nothing.
See, that's the part, right? You had guys back in the days when crime was committed, they was trying to be low. They didn't want nobody to know the crime.
Right.
Now you got cameras everywhere. They committing crimes in front of the camera. Then they come on and make a song and a video about the crime, and somehow something can't get solved.
Right.
Like the next day. Look, let me tell you something. That dude that we just looked at, what's his name? Billy. So apparently, I'm just getting this now, is that he was caught for pimping and pandering a minor.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Right? So he never registered as a sex offender. So when they got there, they ran his name. They snatched that up, put him inside for a little while. Right? He better start giving up some names, man. He better start giving up some names. Hey, y'all got that thing downloaded? I want y'all to see this filth right here.
Hey, y'all out of pocket. We just smoking, nigga. What you talking about? We smoking other dairy niggas. Yo, bro in there talking about they don't condone shit like that. You sound like a bitch. We condone all that shit. We condone it, but we didn't do it. So, nigga.
Pause that. You see what we dealing with?
Niggas gotta go.
You see what we dealing with? He condoned it. Oh, we didn't do it, but we condone it. That mean you did it.
Yeah, we hear you. I hear you.
That mean you did it.
Yeah.
How you condone it and you ain't do it? That makes sense? So you telling me something like what took place, they come there, shoot up a baby party. We got some grown man talking about he condoned that?
Right.
And he looks scary as hell.
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly. How you condone something where your main target didn't get hit? Children got hit and you condone that.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
You telling on yourself, man.
Come on, man. This is insane. Hit play.
Oh God, don't put that on us. Bro, we condone this shit though, cause niggas be shooting at niggas with their kids and shit. I'm done giving all you niggas passes. That's the old me. Nigga blowing, catching with his family or nigga smoking. We thought she was dead.
You see that? Hey, pause it.
Yeah.
It was a point in time where that was against the rules.
Right.
As a street person, you know, you see somebody with their family, with their mom, their kids, or something like that, you let them walk.
That's it. What we talking about? Where's this coming from? To me, this is showing how scared an individual actually really is.
Yeah, 100.
Yeah.
100.
Because why would you just not wait for the guy to be by himself? And again, we not saying that should go on regardless.
Right.
Right. We don't back no gang violence and none of that. We not into none of that. We in for the betterment of our people.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? We in for the betterment of our people. But if you do got a problem with a man, how do you go in and start just randomly spraying the place?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you at Columbine or something like that. Like you some kind of lunatic. Yo, man.
That's what prison made for. Prison made for people like that.
Right.
People
100%.
gotta go, man.
100%.
Cancer got to be cut out sometime.
Right.
And if
all the time, Judah.
yeah,
Yep.
and if snitches get stitches, well, hey, the community needs to be stitched up, man.
Yeah.
We need to mend that back up, man. We can't allow people running around. We know who the guys are running around doing all the hot stuff, but won't say nothing. And guess what? They're gonna be out there.
Right.
They're gonna be out there. And
ain't nobody gonna say nothing until it's one of their loved ones that
exactly. But if we felt like that was our loved ones in the first place,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
If we knew that we was all
We
the same
must.
people in the first place, the perpetrators would have already been off the street.
For sure. Snitches get stitches, whatever. You need to go to jail. You need to go to jail, bro.
Man,
or something else happened, and then more war happens.
Yeah.
It spills over. It gets worse. It get worse. No,
That's
just
all-
fix it.
And that's what the powers that be want to happen. They
Exactly.
want it to get worse.
Yep.
They want you to be like snitches get stitches, and you go take care of it yourself.
Yep.
So because that's a bigger check for them.
Yep.
That's
That's
a
right.
bigger check for them.
Yep. Because at the end of the day, y'all, like we brought out earlier, it's bringing them into the school and then eventually trying to get them into a prison.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And then you going to be in the prison working every day for like what?
Pennies.
5 cents a day?
Yep.
Slavery.
Yep.
Yeah, you're going to be a slave inside there. And because once you get locked up for something like this, you doing life. You doing natural life.
Over.
Yeah, that's it.
It's
You
over
see what
for
I'm
you.
saying? And for what? When you look back on your life, when you 50 years old inside and somebody show you that video you made, that BS right there.
Mm-hmm.
Then you're going to want to tell kids, oh, nah, man, y'all shouldn't do this. Y'all going to want it. No, you already know that.
If he go to jail, he gonna get beat the whole time he there.
Oh, man, he's
He's done for. People like that is done for.
No, 100%.
People that can't defend themselves and run to that gun. When you get behind that wall, it ain't no gun, bro.
No,
Right.
it ain't no gun.
All you got is these.
Now
Yep.
you pushing. Now you doing push up. Now
Yeah.
you trying to get in shape.
Yeah.
Nah, it's too late then. You remember we went to a certain place. We went to a certain prison. I ain't gonna say where.
Right.
But we went there and we talked to lifers.
Yes.
We talked to them, brother, and they told their story, and none of them felt good about what they did.
None of them.
Waking up, they doing what they do for respect, and then get told when to go to bed, when to eat, where you
Right.
can go, sit
Yep.
down, shut
Yep.
up, and you getting disrespected for the rest of your life.
Yep.
Come on, man, it's not worth it, and that's they not showing that on the video camera.
Right.
These Amalek is putting the cameras in front of you, showing the glitz and the glam,
Right.
how much respect and how many girls you gonna get, how much money you gonna get, but they not showing you behind the walls. Well, like you said, you're not the same person you was when you was 15.
Right.
I'm 40. I'm not the same person I was when I was 15. So could I imagine doing something 15 and waking up like, why did I? And I'm still paying for that.
Right.
I'm a whole different person. You gonna
Yep.
wake up a whole different person one day.
Yep.
Lord have mercy.
Hey, I want to. Hey, y'all load up number 15.
Yeah. Like you
Load up
was,
number 15. Go ahead, bro.
like you was saying about the brothers in the prison. I was there, bro, and
That shit
I
is
felt
sad,
that
man.
pain. I
That
felt
was
that
sad.
pain with them, and it's bruh, it's some terrible stuff that goes on, and we don't know that our minds is being tricked and bamboozled into being that way, and then when you finally get there, it's like, I ain't know. Of course you didn't know.
You know what the hardest part about that visit was? When after the visit was done, and all them brothers that we were just talking to, they had to say all right then to us, and we got to walk out the gate.
Yeah.
And they had to go back to their cell for the rest of their life.
Yep.
That was the hardest part.
Yeah, and they walked us to the gate.
Yep, all of them walked us to the
They
gate.
walked us to the gate, bro.
Right.
Natural life over with, bro.
Yep.
Programmed life for the rest of your life. Y'all better wake up, man. I'm telling you. Look, is y'all got 15 loaded or what? Put it up there.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people are not gonna like this video. They're gonna say, "Come take the video down, boop do whatever the fuck." But I don't give a fuck. We need to start holding people accountable. Did y'all know that they wasn't supposed to use that venue? Let's meet the leaders shaping tomorrow.
We're celebrating a child's second birthday party. The property owner telling KCRA that the original leasing intent was not being used how it was supposed to.
This property is not zoned for or approved for the banquet hall or party hall. That was illegal.
He tells KCRA News that the area
Right.
was
Wow. Right. So just in case y'all ain't understand his accent, he's saying that the place that he leased out was not meant to be used for parties, right? Whoever leased, they're going to say who leased it out, and what they leased it for was a business, but it ain't supposed to be no parties in there like that. Go ahead.
only leased for office space and video creative purposes to Willie Collins of Monkey Space.
Even I learned after all this happened that there's some business like this running on my property.
How long has he been leasing from you for?
No, it's just a new lease. Maybe 4 or 5 months, 5 months.
Okay, so relatively new.
5, 6 months, yeah, that's it.
San Joaquin County telling KCRA3 that it never received a request to operate a business at the location, although Collins disputing that claim, saying he applied as a nonprofit through the county. Were you aware if he put in as a nonprofit at all? Or
not really.
When you search the Lucille Avenue address, Monkey Space appears at that location on Google Maps. It kind of poses the question, I mean, how often are you coming out to check the properties? Or are you trying to?
I come at least twice a month. Twice a month.
And we did ask the property owner if we could take a look inside. He did decline, but tells us everything remains the same from that frightful night.
I'm finna listen what the fuck I gotta say. This, y'all already know who this is. You already know whose baby mama this is, right? Well, his sister-in-law, her niece, leader shaping tomorrow, on up gang signs, well connected, her brother.
Hit pause. So that was her brother. That's the one we just saw. It's the kid named Billy, right? That was him in the picture. That's his sister. Go ahead.
Signs, come on now, hold on. With well-known affiliates, throwing up more gang signs. When are we gonna hold these people accountable? When are we gonna hold the people accountable? We know now that there was not supposed to be there. That was an illegal event. That means she put people's lives at risk. So when are we going to hold them accountable? Oh, yeah, once again, here we go. Oh, you talking to I don't give a fuck. When are we going to hold these people accountable? Let me know in the comments. I know a lot.
Right, that's it, y'all. So what that brother's saying is, and this is the way he looking at it. He looking at it as, hey, we got somebody to hold. If that party's illegal, then arrest her. Because really what he trying to say is, if you keep squeezing enough people, that juice gonna come out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to have a full cup of orange juice.
Oh, yeah. We going to get a full cup of who did it.
Yep.
Right.
Who was there,
we
why?
going to get the answers, a full cup of answers when you keep squeezing people. And we, again, we praying that that's what's going on the level of the police. You understand? Because they got different ways of handling things. We not professionals in that business. We don't know how they go about handling it. You know, they try to keep it quiet because they don't want this one to know what's going on here and there. And then boom, they just show up and start bagging people up. We hoping that's what's happening. But again, that's why we putting all this stuff out there for those of y'all who did not know what was going on. This is all the stuff that's happening. And we need to keep pressure on law enforcement. Again, not in a way like they not doing their job. Not in that way, but just letting them know, hey, we here. And we waiting for some answers. All right, because if we stay quiet, then they going to get quiet. Something else going to happen, and then this is going to turn into what, a cold case? No, we're not doing that. No, we're not doing that. You know? Go ahead, brothers, go ahead.
And then,
man, this
irritating.
It's crazy, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to say right
I know,
now.
Yeah, I know, because this is the madness, man. This is... And you know, I was looking, oh man, boy. Hold on a second. I think I got one I wanted to show because this is hey, put this up. Hey, bring up number 20. Bring up number 20. All right, it's not a video, but it's some stuff we could read off of there, right? And what this is going to go into is a couple of the family members of one of the girls that got killed in the party, right?
Public safety. Man present at Stockton shooting faces 37 felony and misdemeanor charges.
Damn. Okay.
Stocktonian News. A Stockton man who was present at the birthday party where 4 people were killed and more than a dozen injured in a mass shooting last week faces charges of 37 felony and misdemeanor counts, according to San Joaquin County Superior Court records. Authorities have not indicated whether the charges are connected to the November 29th massacre. No suspects have yet been identified in the attack.
Right, so they're not saying what they charging them with. They're not saying if it has anything to do with the shooting. It might not. They just holding him, though. So they're going to pull everything they can just to hold him there.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
Luciano Guerrero, known as Nano, was on parole for previous crimes when he was arrested Monday and now faces a series of new allegations. He was identified as the father of the 2-year-old whose party was being celebrated when gunfire erupted last weekend and is being held without bail.
Right. So this is the baby whose party it was. This is her father, right? So the baby father, right, the child's father and the child's uncle are both being held, right? But I seen the last name, and there's a child that was killed with that name. The name was Guerrero, of the young girl. Damn. Yeah, her name was Journey Guerrero. I believe that's her family member. So y'all see what's going on. So now you got all these family members who's involved in this, and we don't have no names yet of who did it. They should be quick to be like, hey, listen, we did have a beef with X, Y, and Z. They probably came looking, yeah, this one, yep, I had a problem with this one, that one. Yeah, you got to give it up. You got to give it up. Y'all brothers who was down with the whole situation, y'all got to give it up, man.
Yeah.
Y'all got to give it up. It ain't no getting away with it, old man. Nah, let's not say nothing. It'll breeze over. No. Yeah. No, it ain't no breezing nothing.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying? Y'all got to give it up. Y'all have to give it up, man.
That's almost as bad as Dylan Roof. It's just as bad as Dylan Roof. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Y'all being reckless with that. You know what I'm saying? But that's the same thing as how that Edomite went in there and killed innocent people. You had the same potential. You did the same thing. So guess what? He got sentenced to death. I bet you that stuff stopped.
Yeah.
Ecclesiastes 8 and 11. Let's get
Right.
that.
Yeah,
Let's
that's
get
a good
that.
one. Yep.
Yep. This is why y'all acting like that. This is why y'all doing that.
Bring it out.
Got to stop at some point. The stopping point is by the foolishness of preaching. How do you change minds of grown people? You got to talk to them real.
Yep.
You got to make them think. You got to talk about the hard questions, the hard conversations. We got to talk about it.
Yep.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 8 and verse 11.
Mm-hmm.
Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
That's why they doing that, because sentence is not being handed out speedily, right? If they was cutting off heads out here for heinous crimes like that on the spot, niggas wouldn't be doing that.
Right.
Drive-bys wouldn't be happening.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? You be real precise with your bullet. You know what I'm saying? You kill a kid, head gone. Tomorrow, we hang you tonight.
Right.
We wouldn't be doing that.
Right.
Crazy, man.
Tell me.
Jump back a chapter and read 7 and 7.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7 and verse 7.
Yep.
Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad.
So if you a wise man, you'll be angry at this because this is an oppressive mind state that we in. every time we wake up, another black person is getting shot and killed by another one. Another black person is getting drugs sold to their mama by another one. When I say black, I mean the Hispanics and Native Americans too. We all the same people. Go ahead.
And a gift destroyeth the heart.
But that gift that these people is giving you is destroying us. That gift, that false gift of freedom is killing us. That gift of money for this vile music is killing us
and all that.
But the wise man gonna see that oppression that's happening to his people and be mad and angry about it. Y'all better get mad, man.
Yeah. You know,
Hey.
you got.
I'm sorry. Let me get Ezekiel chapter 3, man. Right? Because that's why we go out here. We speak to these people, man. We don't give a damn. Everybody know about us. We in all the hoods. That's where we go.
We go to the hood, baby.
Yeah, we don't be in the nice areas. The Lord ain't tell us to go there. He said go to where your people is at.
Right.
And go tell them about themselves.
Right.
Go tell them the sins that they in. Go tell them all the wickedness they doing. That's what we do. We ain't worried about what's coming back, who's scary and all that, who's scary looking, oh, he tough. Okay. Just be tough then.
Yeah.
Be tough and listen.
I bet,
You know what I'm
I
saying?
bet you a drug won't be sold on this corner while we here.
Oh yeah. When we come outside, nobody's getting nothing.
Right.
Yeah, nothing is getting sold when we outside. Matter of fact, how many times we go around, y'all hustling, we show up, all of a sudden y'all ain't making no money. Y'all trying to figure it out.
Right.
How come nobody coming around for no bread?
Right.
Yeah, one time we was in Brooklyn, the dude came through, he's like, yo, man, you know what I'm saying? Yo, y'all messing up my money. I said, your money gonna be messed up for a minute.
Right.
When we leave from here in about 3-4 hours, your money gonna pick back up. Right now, you done.
Yeah.
Remember in Philly, we in Philly, same
Yeah.
thing. Yo, y'all messing up. We selling drugs out here. I said, I don't give a damn what you doing.
Right.
This us right now.
Even in that city,
Yeah.
Stockton, when we
Yeah.
go to them streets over there, ain't none of that going on, bro. While we out there, bro.
Nah. Why? Because we so tough? No, because the spirit of the Lord is there.
Right. Yeah.
That's it. We
Because
got to bring this out.
Because oppression would maketh a wise man mad, bro.
That's right.
When a person see another man standing up for his people and stand on what he believe, hey man, do what you gonna do or get up out of here.
Yeah, for real.
Cause we ain't moving nowhere.
No.
Straight up.
No. And this is what the Lord told us. Ezekiel 3 and 5. Go ahead.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 3 and verse 5.
Read out.
Thou art not sent to a people of a strange speech and of a hard language,
The Lord said, I'm not sending you to a people of a strange speech or a hard language. Go ahead.
but to the house of Israel.
Meaning, guess what? All that slang talk, or whatever kind of talk you got, ebonics and all that. Yeah, we talk that too.
Yeah.
We gonna know just how to get through to you. Go ahead.
Not too many people of a strange speech.
Go ahead.
And of an hard language, whose words thou canst not understand.
Go ahead.
Surely had I sent them to thee, they would
Sent
have
thee to them.
Excuse me. Surely had I sent them unto them, they would have hearkened unto thee.
Right. He's saying, had I sent these guys, these prophets that I'm sending to you to tell you these words right here, had I sent them to any other nation, that nation would have listened to them already.
Right.
But because y'all is hard-headed, y'all don't want to hear. Go ahead, read on.
But the house of Israel will not hearken unto thee.
Go ahead.
For they will not hearken unto me.
Go ahead.
For all the house of Israel are impudent and hard-hearted.
Right. Disrespectful and hard-headed. That's you blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans. Y'all hard, disrespectful. You seen the way that dude was talking?
Right.
Talking about he condoning something? Who talking like that?
Nobody talking like that.
Read on.
Behold, I have made thy face strong against their face.
That's why we out there dealing with them. The Lord said, I made your face strong against their face. Go ahead.
And thy forehead strong against their forehead.
Because the knowledge we holding is way stronger than the knowledge that you holding. That's why we ain't worried about y'all. Read.
As an adamant harder than flint have I made thy forehead.
Why? Because the laws of God, that's what we teaching. That's what's talking about. That knowledge that's in there is harder than flint. Go ahead.
Fear them not, neither be dismayed at their looks.
Because a lot of you adults, y'all scared to death. That's why the Lord said, fear them not. Don't be dismayed at their looks, because they looking at you like they want to do something to you.
Right.
And y'all get nervous. Oh, let's go inside. No, we outside. This is our, you can't let a few people, how can I say, control and dictate what's going on amongst our people. That's what's happening right now.
Exactly. Yep.
You got a few little clowns and they dictating the whole nation. That's impossible. The Lord said, no, Don't be dismayed at their looks. Go ahead.
Though they be a rebellious house.
Go ahead.
Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, all my words that I shall speak unto thee, receive in thine heart, and hear with thine ears.
Go ahead.
And go, get them to them of the captivity.
Right. He said, get thee to them of the captivity. He's talking about you blacks and Hispanics. Y'all been in slavery for a long, long time. Right. Even though we out here and we got our own homes and cars, we still in slavery. We don't own nothing out here. We don't run nothing. The Lord said to come talk to y'all. Go ahead.
Unto the children of thy people.
Go ahead.
And speak unto them and tell them, thus saith the Lord God, whether they hear or whether they will forbear.
Right. The point is we putting it out there, whether you hear or not. Because once we put it out there, that's it. Now the Lord got to come talk to you. Because now you can't say you ain't never hear it. Right. So when we tell y'all, thou shalt not kill, that's what it means. Right. So when you start killing and the Lord said, why you kill? Oh, I didn't know. No. Remember when them guys came out here and they talked to you? Remember that? That's how it's going to be, y'all. It ain't going to be. The day is going to come. Y'all ain't going to have no excuses. Y'all have to repent. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to stop what y'all doing. You know, we got to bring it to a close. I just want to bring one more scripture out because y'all was in Ecclesiastes in there.
Yeah, bring it out.
Yeah, that's a great place to be. Oh, let me get Ecclesiastes 11:9. Baby trying to talk in here.
He mad too.
Come on. Baby want to get on the mic. Ecclesiastes 11:9, bro.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 11 and verse 9. Rejoice, O young man, in thy youth.
Right. So it's telling all of y'all out there who's running around, y'all so-called little rappers and all that. The Lord said, rejoice. Rejoice in your youth. Go ahead.
And let thy heart cheer thee in the days of thy youth.
Go ahead.
And walk in the ways of thine heart.
See, the Lord said, walk in the ways of thine heart, meaning walk the things that come to your mind, however ridiculous they are. Go ahead. Go do it. Go ahead.
And in the sight of thine eyes. Be now.
No.
Excuse me. But know thou.
Go ahead.
That for all these things, God will bring thee into judgment.
The Lord said, for all what you want to do, you got all of it in your mind. Oh, I'm going to talk about the dead kids. Oh, this and that. And I'm going to murder. I'm going to do this and that. The Lord said, yeah, go ahead. Whatever come to your mind, go ahead, go do it. Once you done with all that, I'm coming to check you. I'm coming to see you. And when I come to see you, it ain't nothing sweet. Ain't no talking your way out of it.
Right.
Yo, y'all don't understand the power of God. You're not going to come out here and just be killing kids and do whatever you want and ain't nothing going to happen. You know what I mean? We're going to leave it on that note.
That's a good note to leave it on, man.
Yeah. We're going to play with these people, man.
That's a good damn note to leave it on.
Yeah.
In between time, this gospel's going all over the world.
That's right.
Make sure y'all donating to the Booster Club.
That's it.
Isaiah 11:11.
Yep.
We got to preach the gospel to the captives that was scattered all over the four corners of the earth. So make sure y'all donating. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And save a couple dollars for the Nehemiah squad. That's a QR code right there. Donate. All right. And with your PayPal, iuic.norcal@israelunite.org. All right. And so next week's show, we got how joining a Greek sorority pulled me away from God with our special guest, Miss Misty Nicole Quinn. All right, she's going to come and talk about her time in the sorority and how she pulled out of it. You know, so that should be a good show as well. All right, that's January 5th, 8:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Right.
All right. So, yeah, y'all, you know, this was a special show for us tonight. You know, we got to thank our brother again, you know, Pat Peterson for coming on. You know, that's not easy to do, y'all. Right. You know, to go through that and then come on and make yourself available and vulnerable in front of brothers that you don't know and all of y'all. You know, it's not easy. All right. And that's why we got these kind of platforms set up. We could deal with our people. You know what I'm saying? And it was a beautiful thing tonight to be able to speak to the brother, find out what's going on with him and his family, and be able to talk to y'all about what's happening so you can also stay abreast of what's going on. Right? And y'all could look into the case as well. And if y'all got to make some phone calls and be like, hey, how's that case going over there? That's a thing.
Yeah.
That's a real thing.
For sure.
That's a real thing. All right. So with that, you know what I'm saying? We're going to say shalom. All right. Christ bless y'all. All right. We'll see y'all next week. Shalom.
Hey, man, what are you doing? Read the scripture.
Oh, yeah. Did they shut it down already? Okay.
You gotta be you gotta be kidding me. This will happen when you bring new people on the show. See, that's why y'all gotta save a couple quarters for us.
Yeah.
So we can get some real people in here.
Yeah. Because we start firing guys.
Yeah.
But you know what? That was my fault the way I ended it off. They probably thought it was a rap. Go ahead.
It's the book of Nehemiah, chapter 13 and verse
we got a new
21.
read.
Come on.
Then I testified against them and said unto them, why lodge ye about the wall?
Come on.
If ye do so again, I will lay hands on you.
Hey, if you do this thing again, we gotta lay hands on you. If you don't donate to the Booster Club, then we gotta lay hands on you. And if you keep on thinking you're gonna play with God and hurt his people and destroy them, we gonna lay hands on you. Hey, thank y'all for tuning into the show. This is the Nehemiah Squad. I'm Officer Shim. That's Captain Sakai. This is Officer Judah. We out.
Yes, sir. Most High Christ bless y'all. Shalom.
It's better for my health. Leave it on the shelf. Ain't hearing nothing else. Tonight ain't the night. Knowing the price. Pay it.